What's up, everybody? It's Chris. I wanted to talk about the HBO Boxing After Dark fights and a couple other things real quick if I have time. First off, I was wrong. I thought for some reason I got the lineup mixed up. I thought the Sergio Martinez fight versus Alex Bonema was the main event, but it turns out it was the opening contest. So that being said, Sergio Martinez wins by a technical knockout round 8. I'd said before that I'd only seen Martinez fight in once before, which was the first I saw Margarito ever. First time I'd ever seen Margarito fight, and Margarito stopped him. I'm surprised Martinez has been under the radar all this time since, because he looked fantastic. Pretty much a one-sided fight. Worked the jab, combinations whenever he threw him. He landed pretty cleanly. Bonema really couldn't touch him. He touched him, but nothing that was really dangerous for Martinez. Martinez picked up an interim title with this win. They were kind of talking about who he should or shouldn't fight, or who he should fight. I think a good matchup for him at that weight would be Daniel Santos, who I believe is coming off a big knockout win also. And I haven't seen that yet, though. But I believe he also holds a title in the division, and he's a very skilled fighter, so I think that would be a good fight. Other than that, I'm not really for sure. They said Vernon Forrest, because I believe the interim title he won is the same as Forrest holds. But I'm not for sure of that. I don't know. At this point, I might take Martinez. He looked pretty quick in there, and I don't know if Vernon can keep up with him at this point. But that's neither here nor there till it's made, I suppose. Next up, the Alfredo Angullo versus Andre Serkan fight. This fight pretty much went the way I thought it would. Angullo winning. Nice, tough, competitive fight. Angullo was pretty much in control the whole time, but Serkan held his own. You know, the guy put up a very good competitive fight, but I don't think he ever had. He was never. There was never a point where you thought that he was going to win the fight. Even when he caught Angullo flush a couple times, Angullo just kept pretty much coming. The punches didn't really affect him too much. Whereas when Angullo would hit Serkan with some big shots, you would think for a second, oh, he might have him here, you know. But credit to Serkan, he lasted till the 10th round. His corner stopped in the 10th round, which maybe he could have been stopped sooner. The announcers were saying that they thought maybe it should be stopped sooner because Serkan was taking a lot of damage. And I understand their point of view. I saw a fight earlier this year with Delvin Rodriguez on ESPN2. Unfortunately, I don't recall the fighter's name, but he took a lot of damage and unfortunately ended up in a coma. So, and I believe Serkan may have took more damage in this fight than that fighter did. But as of today, I haven't heard anything about Serkan, so hopefully he'll be okay. But Angullo looked good. I was talking before with the host of There Will Be Blood Boxing Show on here about how he reminded me of Margarito, in that he's not afraid to get hit. He's not afraid to mix it up, throws a lot of punches, and just breaks his opponents down. He just keeps coming. You know, he's a better technician than Margarito, especially his earliest season in his career. But I got to be honest, I'm becoming a fan of the guy. I've seen him every time I've seen him fight. He's put on good, entertaining fights, and I just like the way he fights. You know, it's going to be interesting to see how his career progresses. He's still early in it, so I'm not for sure where he's going to go from here. But hopefully they won't push him too soon. But chop one up for El Perro. Main event, Yuriorkis Gamboa versus Marcos Ramirez. I didn't think I'd seen Ramirez fight before, but once I saw him in the ring, I did recognize him. I'd seen him fight on ESPN2 either last year or this year. I just remember because they did a little story on him before the fight, talking about his job and his family. It was really interesting. I like when they do those backgrounds on the fighters. Also I thought it was interesting that on my preview video I'd mentioned now Gamboa somewhat reminded me of Nassim Hamed in that he has awesome offensive tools, but his defense is really sloppy and he gets hit. And Max Kellerman also pointed that out a few times throughout the fight. So that was interesting. But Gamboa got caught in the first and went down, but on the replay it showed that it was an elbow, so it wasn't even a legal blow, which would have been a shame if he would have somehow not gotten up from that. But he did. And took it to Ramirez and stopped him in the second round. Knocked him down twice. And on the second knockdown, the ref counted him out. Although I didn't like the way the ref stopped it. He counted 1, 2, 3, like normal. And Ramirez, you could tell he was standing there. I don't think he would have made it out the round had he gotten up, but he was going to get up on 9, and the ref counted 9-10 when he saw Ramirez was motioning to get up. So he basically took it into his own hands to count the fighter out in a too brief manner, in my opinion. If Ramirez would have got up and the ref would have stopped it there, fine. But I think the way that he counted him out was kind of unfair to Ramirez. I don't think that the ref should have the ability to change the rules mid-fight. And I'm not saying he did, and I'm not saying the fight went into that round. I just thought it was kind of unfair the way he picked up the count real fast on 10. But that's neither here nor there because Gamboa was going to win anyway. So, like I said before, Gamboa, awesome talent, still needs to obviously pick up, tighten up his defense. I think that maybe he'd be good to have a Floyd Mayweather Sr. or Roger Mayweather train him because he has Floyd Mayweather Jr. level talent. And I'm not saying they could teach him the same kind of defense that Floyd Mayweather uses, but I'm sure they could maybe teach him how to use his athletic abilities to better help his defense. So I don't think he would do it, but I think he might benefit from it in the future. Another thing I want to talk about, 122-pound champ, WBO champ, Juan Manuel Lopez. He's coming off the Daniel Ponce de Leon win where he TKO'd him, I believe, in the second to win the title. He defended his title for the first time over the weekend against a fighter whose last name is Figueroa. Stopped him in 47 seconds. Basically, the first combination that he threw, left jab, right hook, caught him, dropped him, fight was over. It was pretty. He couldn't have won more impressively, in my opinion. The kid's got a lot of talent. He's got speed. Apparently, he's got power. He's very charismatic. I think he's going to be a big star in Puerto Rico if he continues at the rate he is. I don't know what his weight. I know he's at 122, but I think if he moved up in weight in the future, a fight maybe a year or two from now against Yuriokis Gamboa would be something special. They're both supremely gifted athletic fighters, awesome offenses. Lopez probably has better defense, but I just think that would make for a spectacular fight somewhere down the line, and hopefully we'll get to see it someday. Lastly, Arthur Abraham was supposed to defend his title against Raul Marquez. Unfortunately, he got the flu, so he wasn't able to do so. I believe the fight's been rescheduled for November, so we'll see that then. But my analysis is probably pretty much going to be the same as it was over this weekend. So that's pretty much it. Great night of fights on HBO. All the fighters that I expected to win, that I think HBO wanted to win, or not necessarily wanted to win, but were showcasing, all won impressively. Couldn't have gone much better for any of them. So hopefully we'll get to see more of these similar HBO Boxing After Dark cards in the future. So that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the fights as much as I did. And until next time, I'm out of here. Bye.